All right, welcome everybody. A little bit of a break this week. Actually, for the next couple of weeks, you don't have a personal creed document assignment, which means less homework. So that's good news. But we're actually going to be building up over the next couple of weeks for personal creed document number 4, which is on your values. And I think when Brother Christensen designed the course, he did this on purpose because the values are the things that motivate us to do things. So this week, what we're going to do is we're going to review the law of entropy, the art of progressive living, and we're going to play a little game. And the game is relevant. I think it can give you a little bit of insight, or us insight into this topic. So the best way to describe the law of entropy is illustrated in these pictures. The law of entropy basically says that when we don't pay attention to the things that are important to us, our values, things tend to kind of naturally go into a chaotic, messy, disorganized state. Things entropy, you can't just leave something alone. So let's just look at these pictures really quickly. Top left. If I don't pay attention to an important relationship, in this example, a partner, my spouse, if I don't pay attention to her needs and our relationship and how we're doing, it could go south. It could not go well. Top right, if I don't pay attention to my health, my physical needs, my diet, my exercise, my sleep, my health is going to go poorly, is going to entropy. Bottom right, if I don't pay attention to my room, bottom middle, my desk, my yard, my garden, things are going to go to a disorganized, chaotic, messy, yucky state. We live progressively when we pay attention to the things that matter most. Now, if we look at the laws, arts, and clues, if we are living progressively, then you're going to have positive outcomes. If you compare the top right picture with the top right picture on the other one, you can look at this gentleman and say, he's obeying some laws. He's exercising. He's probably eating well. He's taking care of his physical body. Bottom right, if you're taking care of a relationship, a significant other, you're caring about that person, you value that person, you're paying attention to that person, then you're going to have a better relationship. My faith with my Savior, my discipleship, my testimony, if I'm reading my scriptures, if I'm saying my prayers, the art of progressive living means we're paying attention to those things that matter most. And for me, this is an old picture. I need to update it because I've got 2 more grandkids and 1 son-in-law that's not in this picture. For me, I need to just update this, but the art of progressive living means we pay attention to the things that matter, that are important, that matter most, that we value. So what we're going to do today, and I'd love to have you guys be very active on chat or open up your microphone and talk to me. I like that better, actually. But we're going to play a little game that I call GS 101 Castaway, okay? So you've probably all seen the Tom Hanks movie Castaway, where he is marooned on a deserted island, but he is all by himself, and he has to survive. Well, this is different because you're marooned on a deserted island, but you discover that on this island, there is an abandoned resort. And you discover on this resort that you have a generator, you have power, you have lots of food, but you're going to be alone. Now, here's the good news. You got to listen carefully. The good news is somebody knows you're there, and they're going to be able to rescue you, but it's going to take 1 year. And they're going to be able to drop off 1 care package, and the care package is going to have 2 things in it, okay? So the care package, you can request Now, you have, and this is important, you have on your body your clothing, and you've managed to have your set of scriptures with you. And you'll see why in a second. Okay? So, the package is going to have two things. The first one is going to be a book, but you get to request the book. So, this is the question. What is the book that you would want to have? You already have your scriptures. So, what's the one other book that you would have that you would want to spend 1 year with? Go ahead and type it into chat, okay? Or talk to me. Okay, so Melanie is first up, Survival Manual. Okay, that's really good. Sejin says Atomic Habits by James Clear. Now, I do this for a reason because this is how I add to my reading list. Okay, now, Annie, so I'm going to give Annie, she's put something down. So this happens all the time when we do this. Some people say, well, what about a series? Okay, so Annie's saying the Jane Austen books. Okay, Les Mis, excellent. The Complete Works of Shakespeare, excellent. Some kind of how-to book from Shariah. Eden Brook. Okay, I've got to look up Eden Brook. I've got two new ones to add to my list. I've never heard of Atomic Habits by Sejin or Eden Brook. Okay, anybody else? Jesus the Christ. I have yet also, Angelica says, I still have yet to understand it. That is two. Calvin Hobbes, excellent. Okay, keep them coming. We've got a few more, or someone can talk to me if they'd like. Harry Potter, great. How many Harry Potter books are they up to now? Like 8? I don't even know. I read like the first 3 and then I gave up. 7. Hunger Games, okay. You'd want obviously all 3 of those. One of my favorite sets of books. Okay, anybody else? Okay, now here's the question. This is going to tee you up for the next one. When you look at these books, what I want you to indicate is, what does that say about what you value? Okay, what does it say? So for Jody, Harry Potter, what does that book or series of books, all 7 of them, say about what you value? Jesus the Christ, Angelica, what does that say about what you value? Okay. Les Mis, what does it say about what you value? So someone share with me, what are the values your books are showing us? Okay, someone's talking to me. Let's hear it. Maybe.
So I think that I would get started. I would watch something I hadn't read before. I'm not someone who watches a movie more than once or reads a book more than once. I really like new experiences and stuff like that.
Oh, excellent. Okay, thank you. Okay, so Angelica says, value getting closer to the Savior and developing a relationship. Excellent. Okay. So this is going to cue you up a little bit for the next one. So the next one, because I'm going to ask the same question of the next one, also in your packet is a movie, or it could be a series of movies. Okay, so we've got the book. We're also going to have a movie or a series of movies. Okay, when I say a series of movies, it can't be like everything Steven Spielberg ever did. It would be like Star Wars, or there's a lot of Star Wars movies now. You know. Okay, movies. What would be, so let me talk, let's see. We've got Eden Brook shows the value of joy, love, hope, and emotions, and understanding people. So a whole list of values there. Okay, great. Thank you for that. All right, movies. Lord of the Rings, excellent. Okay, Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron. Sherlock Holmes, excellent. Man from Snowy River, John Tanner story. I just watched this one, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. My wife and I just watched that. The Proposal. Okay, keep them coming. Okay, now as you're putting these movies down, another Lord of the Rings, The Greatest Showman, one of my favorites, Emperor's New Groove. Okay. So again, let's just talk for a minute. What do these movie choices say about your values? All the Marvel movies, that's a whole bunch. What do the movies say about what you value? Knowledge. Okay, good. Okay, and from the movie Spirit, courage, never giving up, fighting, relationships, laughter. See, laughter is a value, right? Sometimes entertainment, just being entertained, that's not a bad value, right? Okay, go ahead.
So I chose like Stars on Earth, and it talks about. I mean, it's a movie about a young boy who was having dyslexia, and it took a teacher who has undergone that situation to understand him before saving him. So I feel like being more humble, like just the way Christ invited us to come on to, I mean, be as little kids if we want to baptize or enter into his kingdom. So I feel when we are humble and we learn from people, we'll be able to achieve our goals in life. And I feel that's a great value. Humility is a great value to live our lives on.
Excellent. Yeah, thank you. So Elijah, remind me, what was your movie? I'm trying to see it in chat. Oh,
Like Stars on Earth.
okay, I've got to remember that one. Is that on Netflix?
I don't know, but it's an indie movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. See, that's what I love about this activity. I've got 2 new books to read, and now I got a new movie to find, like Stars on Earth. Really good. Thank you. All right. Now here's the hard part, and we'll be done. We'll have a shorter meeting tonight, which is okay. At the end of a year, you get this message: we're coming to get you. And this is a little where the island turns a little magical. On your last day on the island, you're going to have a farewell to the island dinner. Okay? Now, I want you to think about this really closely because, again, we're going to ask the same question again. For your going away dinner, you can have 5 people join you. Now, don't start typing yet or responding, because these 5 people can be anybody who has ever lived or is currently living on planet Earth. Okay? So you could have Moses or Abraham or Lincoln or Michael Jordan. Who would be the 5 people you would want to spend your last evening at the island before you go home to your family? Who would be the 5 people that you would have dinner with? Okay, so I'm going to read these back from Ashley. Husband, 2 kids, excellent. Jeffrey R. Holland, my mom, and Ellen. Okay, I'm assuming Ellen meaning Ellen DeGeneres, right? Okay, cool. All right, that's round 1. That's somebody's first shot at this. This is a hard one, right? And Ellen, it's okay to have 6. Your 2 kids can count as 1. You're not going to leave one of your kids home, so. Okay, somebody else? This is a hard one. Okay, from Moser, Sadie Robertson. Don't know that person. You'll have to add. In fact, I don't know. I know 2 of these. Sadie Robertson, Jordan Lee Dooley, Rachel Hollis, Ellen DeGeneres, and Oprah. So we got Ellen twice. Okay, say Jin, Joseph Smith, John Tanner, mom, dad, and girlfriend. Excellent. From Noel, President Nelson, my grandpa, mom, dad, Albert Einstein, and Jackie Robinson. And Annie says, Jesus Christ, Moroni, and Alma the Younger, mom and dad, and friend Jade. And then from Angelica, Jesus Christ, Dad, Thomas Bonson, Robin Williams, and best friend Birch. Soraya, Grandma on my mom's side, Abraham Lincoln, my Aunt Michelle, President Nelson, and Ben Franklin. Okay, interesting choice. So we have, this is a good one. So parents, girlfriend, mission president, Emma Smith, this is from Spencer, and Sam. Sam is Nephi's brother. Okay, that's an interesting one. So Elijah says the Savior and his family. Okay, keep those coming. But again, that we can ask the question simply, what do these choices say about your values? Okay, Whitley's got a dog. I love that. Okay, husband, daughter, dog, parents. Okay. I used to laugh because this had happened about every other time I did this when I was teaching this in the classroom. And someone would say their future spouse, like they hadn't met that person yet. So it's like, oh, it's you. So over the next couple of weeks, we're going to do some exercises to identify things that are important to you. And there are going to be 3 or 4 different exercises. And those exercises, we're going to synthesize them down into 7 to 10 values. Now, some of these values, I'm going to ignore the phone, some of these values might be similar to your beliefs or exactly the same. You might believe in family and you value family. You might believe in the Savior and you value your relationship with the Savior. So, but to kind of give you a preview of where this is going to go from A, B, C, D, and E, the next 4 parts of your creed document, you're going to identify your values. From your values, we're going to have you write some goals related to your values. Then we're going to do a section on gratitude, and then we're going to have your mission statement. And then we're done. So any questions about this week and what we're endeavoring to do? And I'll look on chat. I'll also stay on afterwards to answer any questions that any of you might have. But, oh, I actually have a couple more slides. Hang on. For the sake of time, I'm going to pass on this. Actually, no, I'm not, because it's important. Because this is a little bit of a preview, sorry. This is Clayton Christensen. We've talked about him before. And if he was doing his personal creed document, this would be his last part. This would be his mission statement. A man who is dedicated to improve the lives of other people, a kind, honest, forgiving, and selfless husband, father, and friend. A man who just doesn't believe in God, but who believes God. So if you were to fast forward to the end of the semester, you're going to create something like this for you. Your mission statement, your vision statement should be based upon your values. So what would be some of the values that Brother Christensen would have off of this statement? What does he value? Anybody? Off of these 3 bullet points. You guys are silent on me. Love and hard work, excellent faith, service, dedication, God, and family. Being charitable, selfless, Noel says. Self. Okay. Well, we're just going to be previewing some of these things and building up to that. All right, let's end for the night. Any questions or comments before we stop the recording, and then I'll stay on if any of you have any questions. If not, thank you all, and we'll see you next week. Next week, we're going to have a lesson on expectations. All right, thank you all, and we'll see you next time. And again, I'll stay on for questions. If you are watching the recording, please feel free to email me or call. Okay, thank you guys, and thank you.